Bonjour classe. Aujourd'hui, on va parler de l'art de manger. So today we're going to talk about the art of eating. As I've told you many times before, the French are fanatical about eating and about food. It's an art form. It's not just shoveling food in your face. Okay? So we're going to break it down into meals, courses, which a lot of this we've already studied. Now we're going to go into the process of a meal. So the utensils, all that kind of stuff. So let's get started. On va commencer. L'art de manger. Un repas. A repas is a meal. So you know your meals, le petit déjeuner, le dîner. So repas is the general term for a meal. Les plats. Les plats is the word for courses. So courses within a meal. The first course is called l'entrée. So it's the first course. Some examples, some French examples of food that they would have for a l'entrée is les crudités, which are basically raw vegetables cut up. Delicious. Et les œufs mimosa, which would be the French equivalent to deviled eggs. And the most famous, les escargots, where you take snails, you saute them in butter and garlic and parsley, and they're lovely. The next course, le prochain plat, s'appelle le plat principal. So this is the plat principal, which is the main dish. So some examples of French food that they might have for a main dish would be le canard confit, which is duck that has been cooked for usually around 8 hours and it becomes gelatinous. It's lovely. Le bœuf bourguignon, which is a stew that they make with beef and onions. There's usually pearled onions in it, and it cooks for a very long time. And then we also have les pâtes à la crème fraîche, which is a very common French food. They'll just have pasta with crème fraîche, which is very popular in France. It's kind of like sour cream, only it's a little sweeter, not so sour. Then they would mix it with pasta. A lot of times they'll put it with lardon, or they'll just leave it without lardon, and then they'll mix it with pasta, and it's more vegetarian. Prochain, la salade. So basically the salad course. So an example of a salad would be la salade verte, which is the most common in France, a simple lettuce with a vinaigrette on top. And then la salade niçoise, which is famous in the south of France, and it is a mixture salad. It usually has tomatoes and eggs and anchovies and tuna and olives. It's a big mix with lettuce. And then une salade aux tomates. So we've got a tomato salad, which is just basic tomatoes with a vinaigrette on top. This seems to have some feta on there too. Prochain would be the fromage, le fromage, the cheese course. So two examples, as there are many, there are 450 different types of cheese in France. We have la vache qui rit, which we have in the United States, the laughing cow cheese, and then le camembert, which is very popular cheese in France, very common. We can get that here in the States as well. And everybody's favorite, le dessert, the dessert course. So we've got two examples are la crème brûlée, which is basically a custard, a cooked custard that has sugar on top, and then the sugar is burnt, so it makes a crusty shell on top that you have to break through. It's really good. Les crêpes Suzette, which is crepes with orange sauce on them. Very nice. Sometimes they flambe it as well. Et à la fin, le café. And at the end we have le café. So the coffee course. They usually have coffee at the end of a meal. Next, les vaisselles. So these are dishes. That's the word for dishes. Les vaisselles. Une assiette. Un bol. Une verre. Une tasse. Une serviette. Une fourchette. Une cuillère. Un couteau. La fin. That's it, guys. Get studying.